Hello, I'm Jack Lowen and welcome to my video on trailer mashups. In this video I intend to discover why people create these mashups and discuss the reasons for their popularity. However, before I can begin to investigate these videos, we must establish what is meant by a trailer mashup. The term mashup was originally used by Jamaican DJs to describe the act of blending two songs together. Since then, it has been used to describe the merging of many different types of media, from music to video to art. A trailer mashup is one that contains the audio or video from two different films, cut together in order to create a trailer for a completely new fictional film.
We Spartans descended from Hercules himself, taught never to retreat, never to surrender.
Although trailer mashups have only really entered into the public domain recently, they are an example of a much more popular and well-established process, the remix or rip, mix and burn process. In 1928, the world got its first glimpse at Mickey Mouse in the cartoon Steamboat Willie by Walt Disney. Despite being one of the most famous and iconic cartoons of all time, Steamboat Willie was itself a parody. The cartoon parodies a film released earlier that year by Buster Keaton, titled Steamboat Bill Jr. Throughout Walt Disney's career, he drew inspiration from the surrounding culture and used it to create completely new stories that would go on to become just as, if not more famous, than those that inspired them. In his book Free Culture, The Nature and Future of Creativity, Lawrence Lessig argues that Disney ripped creativity from the culture around him, mixed it with his talent, and then burned that mix into his own culture. Rip, mix and burn. However, trailer mashups themselves have a much earlier origin than you may realise. In 1987, Canadian film student Todd Graham created a video entitled Apocalypse Pooh. This merging of footage from Winnie the Pooh and Apocalypse Now is considered by many, myself included, as the original trailer mashup.
Shit. I'm still only in Saigon.
As with modern trailer mashups, the video's popularity derives mostly from the humour created by combining two such very different films. But what are the other factors that contribute to a successful mashup trailer? Regarding Walt Disney's early work, Lessig states that the key to success was the brilliance of the differences. The same can be applied to modern day trailer mashups. After watching some of the most popular examples on YouTube, it is clear to see that the most effective are those that manage to combine two very different films. But is it fair to suggest that the only reason those who create these trailers use the films they do is simply because they are so absurdly different? Or do the creators have other reasons for choosing them? Do these reasons affect the way in which the videos are treated? One common feature of the mashup trailers found on YouTube is that they imitate the style of Hollywood and big budget film trailers. This helps to give them an illusion of authenticity and increase the effect they have upon the viewer. The more professional a mashup trailer seems, the more successful it can be considered. This is similar to Todd Graham's methods when creating and distributing his Apocalypse Pooh video on VHS tapes. He created two videos. One was a mashup trailer featuring Peanuts and Blue Velvet.
You fuck! You fucker's fucker! You fucker! Don't you fucking look at me!
And the other was a clip of the Archies, with the audio replaced by God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols. He then placed these at the end of the tape, mimicking the norms of rental videos at the time. Later, he also placed some fake adverts that he and his friends created at the beginning of the tapes, furthering the illusion. This shows a continuity between Graham's videos and those created since the rise of remix culture on YouTube. Both have achieved popularity by imitating the way in which traditional media companies deliver video to the audience. Since the decline in popularity of rental videos, film studios rely on YouTube as a platform from which they can deliver the latest trailers to their audiences. Therefore, rather than imitating the style of a rental tape, modern trailer mashup artists mimic the style of trailers found on YouTube. When I asked viewers of these trailers what they thought contributed to a successful trailer mashup, Mr. R. Cassell stated that a successful mashup needs to find the right balance between the two films being used having a similar theme to play on, and also there being a contrast between the genres of each films. Mr. Cassell's response reflects that of many of the answers in the questionnaire. Although it is important for a trailer to contain two very different films, there must be enough of a link between the two films for the trailer to appeal to an audience. So, it appears that a successful trailer mashup would be one that manages to combine two very different films in a convincing manner, whilst maintaining an illusion of authenticity by imitating the style of a big budget film trailer. So now that we know what it is that creates a successful trailer mashup, we must discover what the user is trying to achieve through its creation. One aim that is common throughout remix culture is that the creator is attempting to alter the viewer's perception of the original media. In the case of trailer mashups, it is clear that the creators want to change our opinion of the films they use. Eli Horwath sees the main aims of mashup videos as being to denature, detour or recontextualize the original images. However, I wouldn't describe the videos I've encountered thus far in my research as particularly perception altering. For example, I didn't find that the combination of the audio from Quantum of Solace and footage from Napoleon Dynamite blew my mind, nor would I say that it had a lasting effect upon the way in which I viewed either of the two films afterwards.
Well, that doesn't give us a lot of time.
The only impact a video did have was to make me laugh, and I believe that this was the creator's intention. The majority of user-generated content on YouTube is humorous, and trailer mashups are no exception. As S. Greenslade answered in my questionnaire, the intention of the creator is to entertain. This is the real aim of any trailer mashup, to entertain, almost always through comedy. This simplicity is what makes the genre so wonderful, as it allows the videos to appeal to such a wide audience. It is impossible to fully determine why people are making these videos without first knowing who they are. There are two main theories regarding the identity of the creators. The first that I will look at is that they are fans of the films, creating these videos as a tribute. This view is also shared by Henry Jenkins. He believes that fans have always been early adapters of new media technologies, and that they represent a section of the audience that refuses to simply accept what they are given. Regarding trailer mashups, is it fair to say that anyone who creates a trailer mashup is a fan of the films they use? Certainly, the creator must understand the film and its themes in order to create a successful mashup using it. However, many of the mashup trailers seem to mock the films that they use, something which does not fit in with Jenkins' description of a fan. This forces us to consider an alternative view, that trailer mashups are being used by people to promote themselves. When I asked viewers what they thought were the main reasons behind the creation of trailer mashups, Mr. R. Corrier said that he believes that it's a way of showing video editing skills. This view has also been suggested by Jenkins, stating that fan filmmakers, with some legitimacy, see their works as calling cards that may help them break into the industry. I think that this view is easily justifiable. Firstly, anyone uploading a video that could potentially be viewed by millions of people across the world must be proud of their work. Secondly, many of the trailer mashup artists want their viewers to focus on the technical skill that went into the video itself as much as they do on the end product, as shown by this Dark Knight Elf mashup trailer, in which the creator places the original trailer at the end for comparison. By doing this, the creator is showing their audience the original media that they have worked from. This forces the viewer to acknowledge the creative process behind the video. I believe that the creators of trailer mashups fit both of these descriptions. They are indeed fans, but rather than being fans of a particular film or genre, they are fans of cinema and filmmaking. The participatory nature of Web 2.0, particularly within YouTube, has led to a culture in which in order to show your passion, you must engage. YouTube has been critical to the success of trailer mashups, as well as remix culture in general. It has allowed it to become a global artwork with an audience of millions, rather than an underground hobby shared between friends. With this in mind, one would consider the creators behind the mashups to be more than willing to discuss their videos. However, throughout my research, I have attempted to contact many of YouTube's users, and to date I have received a grand total of 0 replies. I wasn't asking for much, just their thoughts on the success of their videos and their reasons for creating them, but not one of them had the decency to even reply, and that's what really... So why the lack of response? I believe that there are two possible reasons. The first is the user's fear of persecution by the film studios. It is not unheard of. The fear of retribution from the owners of the original media is something that has haunted remix culture since its beginning. My other theory is that the creators simply do not want to engage with their audience. I believe that despite being members of a participatory culture, many of the users that create trailer mashups are selective members, only choosing to interact when they can benefit themselves. This supports the view of creators as people who are trying to gain recognition for their work. During my research into trailer mashups on YouTube, I have discovered that it is impossible to find one key motive for creating a trailer mashup. Without any communication from their creators, it is only possible to speculate as to their reasons for doing so. However, due to the way in which the films and videos are treated, I believe that those who create them are fans of films and cinema. They are members of an interactive community that has grown around these videos. This community has taken pieces of old media and literally transformed it, or remixed it, into a wonderful example of new media. Therefore, rather than remixing films, these users are remixing old media into new. Thank you very much for watching.